NBC Bay Area anchor Janelle Wang sat down for an exclusive jailhouse interview with the man being blamed for these killings, 66-year-old Chun-Li Zhao.
Police say he's been talking to officers since day one, but this is the only time he's spoken to a journalist. Janelle is live at the sheriff's office in Redwood City, and Janelle, cameras weren't allowed in the jail, but he admitted to you that he carried out these shootings.
Yeah, he agreed to talk to me today. Gian Garvin, Chun-Li Zhao, sits in this jail right behind me in Redwood City. He faces a slew of charges, 7 murder charges, 1 attempted murder charge, all with firearms enhancements. The district attorney said he plans to seek life in prison without the possibility of parole or the death penalty, but that decision has not been made yet. He says they are still in the very beginning, the very early stages of this investigation. Still a lot to uncover, still a lot to dig into, still a lot of people to be interviewed. But Mr. Zhao spoke exclusively to me today. Our one-on-one visit was scheduled for 10 this morning, and the only thing I was allowed to bring into the jail was my driver's license to check my identity. No pen, no paper, no cell phone, no recording devices. My conversation with Chun-Li Zhao was in Mandarin. He does not speak English. I told him who I am, who I work for, and he agreed to sit down and speak with me. Our conversation was only scheduled for 15 minutes. During that time, we spoke about the day of the murders. I told him I heard from law enforcement sources that he told them his colleagues treated him poorly for years. He said that was true. He said he was forced to work long hours from early morning to sometimes 9 o'clock at night. He was paid for those extra hours, but when he voiced his complaints about the long days at the farm, he says his supervisor ignored him. I also asked about the gun. Zhao told me he has a green card and that he bought the gun a while back, probably in 2021, and he had no problem buying the gun at a store. As for his arrest, he said he drove to the sheriff's substation in Half Moon Bay to turn himself in right after the shootings. He said he looked in the front lobby, but no one was there. He waited in his car for about 2 hours before someone, he believes was police, started milling around his car, looking and taking pictures of his license plate, and told me he sat there thinking, yes, that's me. Please arrest me already. After more time passed, the car was surrounded by law enforcement who pulled him out of the car and took him into custody. I asked if he had any regrets for the killings. He said yes. He said he believes he has mental illness and that he's been struggling with it for a while. He says he sees things unclearly and wants to be evaluated by a doctor. He said he is not in his right mind. Zhao told me he has a wife. They live together in Half Moon Bay. He doesn't know where they are, where she is right now. He can't seem to get in touch with her. He's not sure of jail procedures here behind me and how to dial out or make a phone call. He asked me to call his wife today, and I did, but it went directly to voicemail. He told me they have a daughter who lives in China who is 40 years old, but he's unaware if she knows what is happening. Zhao was assigned 2 public defenders yesterday. I called one of them this afternoon and spoke to him. He was unaware that I spoke with his client. He said he would get back to me later this afternoon and do an interview with me, but in the end, he decided not to. That's the latest here from Redwood City. Gian Garvin, back to you.